Now that's a bit quieter. I was gonna redo this video. This is my Blazeblue tier list consulting Notto slash Silicon Life, Peacock, which is myself, and Destination Arcade. Though Destination Arcade doesn't as much play as Silicon Life and myself, I decided to look into what characters all three of us use and how we use them and the overall viability and overall use of the character, number of victories they get, and overall if I think the character has potential, you know, like for one character in particular, it's all about their potential. That is the reason why I rank them so high. I also took into account what I see online, what people are fighting with online, and generally this is just a tier list of two players who are just okay at the game, two or three players who are just okay at the game, who have a basic understanding of it. And I guess you could say this is sort of like a noobs tier list, like for new players and how we actually use the characters. Yeah, so I'm gonna start from the bottom tier. This is Kagura Mutsuki. He is actually a very clunky character. I've tried using him on multiple occasions. It seems to be the character I just can't get going, and whoever picks him, he generally just has a hard time using him. Relius, I've seen a person use Relius online, but I beat them. To I beat them, and I think the character is just doesn't have potential amongst the play group. I could actually rank him somewhere in mid tier, to be quite honest, because I've seen him being used online, and I think the character is a pretty decent character. You know, the only two bottom tier I really think are New 12 and Kagura, just because they're kind of complicated to use. But I could be saying this, and they could potentially pick them, and use them, and maybe go like a fool, Hazama is a good character. I feel like he doesn't have the killing edge that Susano or Terumi has. And actually rank, if I fix this ranking, yeah. So yeah, Rachel sets traps, which is okay. I've seen Notto win with her before. I've used her before. I'm not sure if he really won with her, but she's an alright character. She's an alright character. As you see, this is a working tier list. This is as I go. So I forgot his name. That just shows you how nobody used him. He sort of fell to the wayside, and no one uses him. Just plain no one uses him. And from what I heard, he's a very complicated character, and I don't remember I only remember his name. So Amane, I like his flower motif. I think he has good combo potential. Same with Jube, he has good combo potential. These 7 characters are just not very used very often, and are probably really good. Azrael, I wanted to use at some point. I'm actually planning on using him as one of my characters soon. He maybe the only thing is I have issues with his weird dash that he has. So any players of any of these characters can go ahead and tell me why the characters are good. And if you want to play me, I can always just give you my Steam account, and you can smoke me online. Well, Makoto is popular because she's a cute schoolgirl with a very attractive figure and stuff like that. So I don't know. I've tried to use her. It's just that she seems to be kind of weak. This is a character that's been used a lot, and it's only a mid tier because she actually can get a win here and there. Everyone in these mid tier, I've either seen win or people have used them. With him possibly being high tier, because I've seen a player was highly proficient of him. It's just I don't know if that person's as good with them anymore. And where did I leave off? Oh, the two puppet masters are generally very good combo potential characters. It's just that I find that a lot of players have trouble using them. But there's some good players out there who use the puppet masters. Bang's a good character. I think that Notto should pick him more. I'm usually saying Notto because it's like Silicon Life and Notto, you know. Terami and Susano are like very popular online, so they mainly make the high tier because they're popular online, and I see them very often. So same with Celica. These three are very popular online. Probably the three like they're probably in the high tier when it comes to like characters, along with nine. See, these four are on this list because we don't personally pick them, but they're very popular and usable online. Kune is my buddy Sleaze's choice. He's very good at the game. He's like not very good. He's decent at the game. Like I don't think any of us are like insanely good, you know. So like yeah, Valkahine and Jin are used by Notto. Valkahine is like used by DA, and a character I want to start using. He's pretty good. These characters are used by mainly by like I would actually rank the Cyber Angels a little lower, only because I'm the only one who uses them. But Jin, I would rank higher on this list because he's actually used a bit more by two players, and generally in the high tier you get higher up if you're used by more people. Tsubaki and Izuyoi have a lot of potential outside of DA who picks them, and I think overall the character is got one heck of the characters have one heck of potential. I call them the Izuyois, you know. So I already talked about Jin. Kokonoe is probably the best. Probably going to be in the top tier soon. I have a feeling Notto's going to pick her and make my life miserable with her. So like, but DA also uses her, so pretty soon she's going to be a top tier character. Now, top tier characters are either our main territory. These are characters that I believe I see the best potential in the game amongst those three, and overall, like who I see the best potential of actually being used. Hibiki is one of my mains. He's rather one-dimensional in ways, but also like he's really a decent character, and I personally like using him. Tager is pretty good. Notto had a few losses with him, but some victories with him, and yeah. Lychee, Platinum, and Izayami are used by one person. I use Lychee. Notto uses Platinum, and Izayami is actually used by DA and Notto. Just like these two are rivals in my opinion. I always pick them. Their matchups are probably one of my favorite matchups of all time when it comes to this game. Izayami is really a good character, and like pretty much all these characters are very good, but like she has a stupid combo potential. I love Taokaka. Both Notto and I use Taokaka. These two are both used by both of us. I feel as though are pretty like good characters to start off with. And supposedly the worst characters in the game are Noelle, Taokaka, Bukodo, Kagura. But you know, that's an old ranking. It's probably been changed. You know, Bullet is probably the most underrated character in the game, in my personal opinion. I think she has a lot of potential to be a top, even higher in the top tier. Because I'm looking at picking her myself, and both DA and Notto use her. Notto showed me that S is a really good character, and I see her as a good character. And like yeah, these three are unilaterally I think are the mains. Are the characters that we use the most, and I think have the most potential. Ragna is like the Ryu of this game, so I think anyone can play him and pick him up and like have a really good time. But Notto and DA have showed me a lot. Noelle is my main, and also Notto uses her too. I think it's pretty much one of the most combo potential characters in the game, and one of the easiest to get like really good combos, despite Notto saying. And I think the best character in the game is Hakumen, just because all three of us use Hakumen, and he is just a very stable and usable character. He has a command counter, and it's just one of the best characters. I'm re-uploading this video because there was audio issues in the previous one, and I hope y'all like it. I'll be posting a channel update pretty soon.